Alright, today we're going to be replacing out the factory OEM lights for some of the nicer LED flush mounts. I've chosen the ones with these holes on the outside. It's a very simple design. This will basically take in. I'll show you here how to take this light out to replace it out. First you're going to start with your regular Phillips head screwdriver. Take a small flathead screwdriver, pry it out. I'm using a 10mm socket. There's just the 3 bolts that are inside there that you just sock them out. And this just simply comes right off. You got your wire on the inside that we're going to connect to. We're going to get to from the bottom side of the Jeep. Alright, from the bottom side here, I didn't remove a light that I have for a rock light. But we're just going to pull this gap down here. When you reach up inside here, there's going to be your wire on the inside that you'll be able to disconnect. Now, since I'm not going to be replacing this light, and the new light only comes with wires, it does not come with any type of factory connection, and I'm not going to reuse this or resell it. I'm just going to actually just go ahead and snip the wire here to reuse it on that case there. So as you can see, that's got my 3 wires that I need to on the inside, and I'm going to figure out what coloring I need coming back by using this here. I know that my top reverse light and then my bottom wire, so I can figure out. I believe the purple is going to be reverse, and I'll have to see what the other 2 are there from there by testing it out here. I'll let you know. Alright, so I've tested out the 3 different wires. The green is going to be for our turn signal, the black is for our running light, and our white is ground. On the vehicle side, the purple is going to be your reverse light, which is a different light than this. The one here that looks like it is black with a red line is going to be our turn, and the one that is just solid black is going to be our steady running light. Alright, you guys, here what we're just ready to do is line up exactly where we're going to want our pole to start by marking it with a dot. And we'll put a indent so that the chain doesn't skip. This here's going to be a 4 1/8 inch cut hole. I'm going to come down and make sure I cover all the existing hole that was here prior. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more, that way I don't have to worry about it getting in the way. And I'm basically just going to mark in the middle of that hole for where I want. After that, I'm going to come back in here with a pick hole, line it up, give it a tap, and remember, lube is the key here. So it's got just that last little bit here, and the hole's out. We'll sand that down, and we'll just do a quick test fit until it fits right in flush like it should. Now we'll clean that up. Alright, now we're just going to use the Dremel here to clean this up. Clean up both the front and the back side of it, make sure there's no more spars or anything on it. Because I've still got a couple on the back side there, I'll clean those up. And we're going to make sure we get a layer of paint on it. Alright, as you can see, I've got the wiring done up real quick here. You're gonna have the standard fast flash. What I've got in here is gonna be a 50 watt, 6 joule resistor here. Basically one side goes to the green wire here, which is gonna be your positive for your turn signal, and the other one goes to your ground, which is gonna go to this slow one here. See, if I take it off, it blinks fast. By putting it on, it blinks slow. So I'm gonna solder those in line at the same time. Alright you guys, the next step after obviously drilling the hole is go ahead and tape out your hole. As you can see, I've already kind of taped it around. Mark your holes. I drilled the 3 additional holes for the actual lens part of it. As you can tell here. Now I'm not going to show you the wiring that I particularly have, just because I've got some additional stuff, some way to make some strobes and stuff like that occur on the lights. So because I'm doing mine a little bit different, so I'm not going to confuse you with my wiring harness that I have on there. Once you get that though, take a little bit of your automotive primer and just hit around your corners, get a good layer on it. And then also get up from the inside of it and spray it on the back side. That way you would just want to cover all your metal shavings, and that way it's going to be not having a problem with any rust or anything like that. Alright, and this is going to be after the install is done. Obviously it's all put back together. Just connected the wires back the same way they're disconnected. I'm going to show you what they look like. Alright, for you guys that have been following my other posting with the reference to the trailer hitch, like I said earlier, is I didn't want it hanging down below here to get knocked off by anything, so I've gone ahead and drilled that hole in, and basically it's just time to hook these up one at a time. And this is basically going to sit flush in the back there, then it's combined in with the rest of the lights there, and I'll give you an end finish.